Welcome to BookLeesh, where we unlock the secrets behind the world's most powerful books. Have you ever wondered what truly separates those who succeed from those who don't? Today, we're diving into Grit by Angela Duckworth, the surprising science behind passion, perseverance, and unstoppable success. Get ready to discover how embracing grit can change your life forever. Let's jump right in. There's a secret ingredient behind every success story. Not talent, not luck, not genius, but something deeper, tougher, and far more powerful: grit. Angela Duckworth's groundbreaking research reveals that grit, the combination of passion and perseverance, is the key to achieving long-term goals and mastering skills that truly matter. Imagine a young girl dreaming of becoming a concert pianist. She practices for hours every day, even when progress is slow, even when her fingers ache, even when she faces setbacks. This girl embodies grit, because talent alone wouldn't have gotten her through those tough days. And this idea applies to all of us in every walk of life. Grit isn't about a quick burst of motivation or a fleeting passion. It's about showing up day after day, committed to your purpose, pushing through obstacles, and staying the course no matter how long it takes. But where does grit come from? Is it something you're born with, or can it be learned? Duckworth's journey to answer these questions takes us into classrooms, military training camps, and the lives of top performers, from spelling bee champions to West Point cadets to elite athletes. She uncovers patterns, stories, and lessons that shatter the myth of natural talent. Because what truly predicts success is not how smart or gifted someone is, but how determined and persistent they remain when faced with difficulty. Grit is the force that keeps you going when your energy fades. It's the fuel for growth, the driver of mastery, the antidote to giving up. And as you listen, you'll discover practical insights to cultivate grit in your own life, turning dreams into reality and failures into stepping stones. So, let's dive deep into the science and stories behind grit and unlock the relentless spirit that lies within us all. Part 1. Most of us grow up believing that success comes from being the smartest, the fastest, or the most naturally gifted. But Angela Duckworth's research reveals a different truth: that raw talent means little without the stamina to keep going. She found that people who achieve greatness are often the ones who have stumbled, failed, and struggled, but refused to quit. Take the example of West Point cadets, training to become some of the toughest soldiers in the world. Only about 80% make it through their first summer. The difference between those who succeed and those who drop out isn't IQ or physical strength alone, it's grit. Cadets with grit show up every day, commit to the mission, and push through exhaustion and doubt. They may not be the most talented, but their perseverance pulls them through. Duckworth also explored the world of spelling bees, where competitors study thousands of words, often failing multiple times before mastering difficult terms. The champions aren't always the ones with the biggest vocabulary at the start. They're the ones who refuse to give up, who keep practicing relentlessly. This doesn't mean talent is irrelevant. It means talent is just the starting point, the spark, but grit is the steady flame that keeps the fire burning. And this steady flame can be cultivated. Duckworth discovered that grit grows when people find purpose in what they do, when their goals align with their values and passions. It also thrives when they develop a growth mindset, the belief that abilities can improve with effort and learning, rather than being fixed traits. This mindset turns setbacks into challenges, failures into lessons. And as grit grows, it transforms ordinary people into unstoppable forces. Part 2. Passion isn't just a fleeting feeling of excitement. It's a deep, enduring connection to a goal, a purpose that fuels every day's effort. Duckworth found that gritty people don't just chase random goals, they commit to something that matters to them deeply. This passion is what keeps them moving forward when motivation fades, when progress stalls, when the work gets hard. But passion alone isn't enough. There's a secret ingredient that turns passion into mastery: deliberate practice. Deliberate practice isn't about mindlessly repeating tasks. It's focused, goal-oriented effort designed to improve specific skills. It requires constant feedback, pushing beyond comfort zones, and embracing failure as a teacher. Duckworth points to the example of elite performers, musicians, athletes, entrepreneurs, who dedicate thousands of hours to deliberate practice. They understand that greatness is a long game. And here's where grit shines brightest: the willingness to stay consistent over years, to embrace struggle as part of growth, and to keep working when others give up. Because mastery doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of years of pushing through boredom, frustration, and setbacks. Grit isn't glamorous. It's the daily grind, the repeated effort, the refusal to quit. And it's available to anyone willing to put in the work. Duckworth's research shows that when people combine passion with deliberate practice, they unlock their full potential. This is the essence of grit, a powerful blend of heart and effort, purpose and persistence. Part 3. Cultivating grit isn't just about working harder, it's about working smarter and building a mindset that thrives on challenge. Duckworth highlights several ways to grow grit, starting with developing a growth mindset. When you believe your abilities can improve through effort, you view failures not as dead ends, but as opportunities to learn and grow. This mindset shifts your relationship with difficulty, making obstacles less intimidating and more like puzzles to solve. Another key factor is finding purpose, connecting what you do with something meaningful beyond yourself. When your goals serve a larger mission, you're more likely to stick with them through tough times. Environment matters too. Surrounding yourself with gritty, supportive people creates a culture of perseverance and accountability. Duckworth also points out the importance of practice routines, building habits that prioritize focused effort consistently over time. She emphasizes that grit grows through sustained passion and perseverance, not bursts of effort followed by burnout. This means pacing yourself and developing endurance, mental and physical, to keep showing up every day. Finally, self-compassion plays a surprising role. Gritty people aren't harsh self-critics. They're kind to themselves, recognizing that setbacks are part of the process and using those moments to refocus and re-engage. By blending these elements, growth mindset, purpose, supportive environment, deliberate practice, and self-compassion, anyone can cultivate grit. And when you do, you build a foundation that can carry you through life's toughest challenges, turning dreams into reality and setbacks into stepping stones. Part 4. Real grit isn't found in easy victories. It's forged in moments of struggle, failure, and doubt. Consider the story of a young teacher in an underfunded school, facing daily challenges with limited resources and students who struggle. Instead of quitting or burning out, she doubles down on her efforts, finding creative ways to connect and inspire her students. Her grit transforms not only her own life, but the futures of countless children. Or take the example of entrepreneurs who faced multiple failures before finally succeeding. Each setback became a lesson, each failure a step closer to their breakthrough. Their passion kept them focused, their perseverance pushed them forward, and their grit made the impossible possible. Athletes offer some of the most vivid examples. From runners who overcome injuries to come back stronger, to players who grind through years of training before making it to the top, their stories are testaments to relentless commitment. Even in science, grit matters. Researchers who dedicate decades to their work, facing countless dead ends and frustrations, advance knowledge because they refuse to give up. Angela Duckworth's research shows that these gritty individuals share a common thread, a refusal to let obstacles define their destiny. They accept that failure is part of the journey, and they choose to persevere anyway. Grit isn't about never falling down. It's about getting up again and again, with more determination each time. Their stories remind us that success isn't reserved for the lucky or the gifted. It's reserved for those who keep showing up, who keep pushing forward, who keep believing in their purpose no matter what. Part 5. Grit isn't just about personal achievement. It influences every part of life, from the classroom to the boardroom, and even in how we build and maintain relationships. In education, gritty students consistently outperform their peers. It's not just intelligence or raw talent driving their success, it's the determination to keep learning despite setbacks. They embrace challenges, seek feedback, and persist through difficult subjects or projects. This kind of perseverance leads to deeper understanding and long-term growth. In careers, grit separates those who climb the ladder from those who plateau. It's the difference between quitting when the job gets tough and pushing through difficult assignments, tight deadlines, or office politics. Gritty professionals show up consistently, learn from failures, and keep honing their skills. This relentless effort earns respect, opportunity, and progress. But grit isn't just about solo success. In relationships, grit shows up as commitment and patience. It means working through conflicts, supporting each other through hard times, and growing together rather than giving up when things get tough. Duckworth's research suggests that couples with grit are more likely to weather storms, build trust, and create lasting bonds. Ultimately, grit is the glue that holds dreams, careers, and relationships together, the unseen force behind the everyday choices that lead to extraordinary results. It transforms challenges into growth, failure into resilience, and effort into achievement. Part 6. There are some common myths about grit that can hold us back if we believe them. One misconception is that grit means blindly pushing forward, no matter what, that you should never change course or reconsider your goals. But grit isn't stubbornness. It's about perseverance toward a goal that truly matters to you, not chasing every new shiny idea or burning out on things that no longer serve your growth. Another myth is that gritty people never experience doubt, fear, or failure. In reality, gritty individuals feel these things deeply, but they don't let those feelings stop them. They acknowledge fear, learn from failure, and use setbacks as fuel to improve. Some think grit is all about willpower and toughing it out alone. But grit thrives in connection and support. Having mentors, friends, or a community who believe in you can make the difference between giving up and pushing through. Lastly, people sometimes confuse grit with natural talent or luck. While talent and luck can open doors, grit is what keeps those doors open and leads to lasting success. Understanding these truths helps us approach grit in a healthy, sustainable way, focusing on passion, purpose, and perseverance with wisdom, not blind force. Part 7. Building grit doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process, built step by step, day by day. Start by clarifying your purpose. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me? What am I willing to work for, even when it gets tough? When your goals align with your deeper values, you'll find the motivation to keep going even when the initial excitement fades. Next, cultivate a growth mindset. View challenges as opportunities to learn rather than threats to your confidence. When you hit a roadblock, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," say, "What can I learn from this?" Practice deliberate effort, set clear, specific goals for improvement, and work consistently toward them. Remember that consistency beats intensity. Small, focused actions every day lead to massive results over time. Build routines that support your goals, whether it's a daily practice, regular reflection, or accountability check-ins. Surround yourself with people who inspire and support you. Seek mentors, peers, or communities that value perseverance and growth. When you stumble, and you will, practice self-compassion. Recognize setbacks as part of the journey, not signs of failure. Use those moments to refocus and renew your commitment. Finally, celebrate progress, no matter how small. Acknowledging your growth fuels motivation and reinforces your grit muscle. By integrating these habits, grit becomes not just a trait, but a lifestyle, a powerful force that propels you toward your highest potential. Part 8. As we reflect on the journey through grit, it becomes clear that success is not reserved for the lucky or the naturally gifted. It belongs to those who dare to persevere, who stay passionate even when the road is long and hard, who embrace struggle as a necessary part of growth. Angela Duckworth's work shows us that grit is a choice, a decision to commit to what matters, to face adversity with courage, and to keep moving forward no matter what. Remember, grit is not about never falling down, but about getting up stronger every time. Your potential is not fixed. It grows with your effort, your mindset, and your relentless spirit. So, take this wisdom and apply it to your life. Choose grit over comfort. Choose persistence over quitting. Choose passion over distraction. And if you're ready to dive deeper into life-changing books that fuel your growth and mindset, make sure to subscribe to BookLeesh, where we explore stories, lessons, and insights that empower you to become your best self. Stay determined, stay inspired, and above all, stay gritty. Thank you so much for listening and spending this time exploring the power of grit with me. If you found value in this video and want more inspiring book reviews and life-changing insights, please subscribe to BookLeesh. Your support means the world and helps me bring you even more content to fuel your journey. Remember, every step forward counts. Stay passionate, stay persistent, and keep building your grit. Until next time, stay strong and keep growing.